Alright, what's going on, guys? And today I just want to go ahead and go through another one of these videos. I think we've covered some subjects like this in the past, but it's another video in which basically parents try to make an example out of their children, and honestly, I don't really see what that does. I don't see what recording your children or having someone record you in this situation, like destroying your children's property or like, doing this to quote-unquote teach them a lesson. I'm not really sure what that really does. So I'm not sure if you've ever seen any of these clips before, but there's bunches of them, right? I mean, they're all over YouTube, they're all over the internet in general. A kid will have bad grades in school, right? And some dad will just, I told you better have them grades up by September 8th or else I was gonna destroy everything. And they take that Xbox One out into the yard and shoot it with a 308 or something, just something completely overreactive. It doesn't even make sense in comparison to what happened. And it's supposed to be not only teaching their kid a lesson, but apparently the people watching it should also learn a lesson from this kind of stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys the video clip here, and then I guess we'll just react to it and talk about it.
Nothing. Your chores. What the crap? What the crap? You're going to buy yourself a new TV by doing chores. You're going to work it off. Where's your remotes? Put your remotes down here on the floor now. Where's the other one? I know you got another one. Where's that?
Up there?
Now you're going to work off all your crap. You're going to pay me to buy you new toys. Okay. You seem to think you get everything for free. That's not how it works. I'm not busting the PlayStation. I'm taking that with me. That's going to be mine now. You're buying a new TV, though.
I hate his usage of the phrase, what the crap. What is that, What are we doing that for? Oh, we're teaching our children not to cuss in this household. We're teaching them that that's a bad thing. Says the man who took a baseball bat into his children's room and just knocked a hole through the TV because they did something that he didn't like. Congrats, bro. That sounds, you got your priorities in order there, man. Yeah, this is another thing I see quite often, and this is one I really want to expand upon here. So, I understand making your kids earn things by doing chores and whatnot, right? Hey, your kid keeps his room clean, he mows the grass, he feeds the dog, gets good grades or whatever. Yeah, sure, reward your child, that's good. Incentivize them to grow, but you don't basically, I mean, in my opinion, you don't basically make anything happen. You don't benefit your child any by telling them now, oh, I just destroyed your property over something that really isn't that big of a deal, most likely, okay? Something that could be pretty easily mediated by me, either getting more involved as a parent or probably through just like an actual talk with you instead of just, in passing saying, oh, you better do this. Now you have to re-earn what you already had by doing chores. And keep in mind, right, he just destroyed the TV, and spoiler, he's going to destroy plenty more here. He's destroyed the property, which, he does kind of own legally and whatnot. He's destroyed it, but now they have to earn it by working and doing chores. They get to earn that back. Who do you think is paying for that? So the dad here, in this situation at least, has, instead of taking the TV, keeping it intact, and then giving it back after they've worked their chores off, losing pretty much no money whatsoever, has now decided he'd rather buy them a new flat-screen TV after they've mowed the grass 4 times because he lost his temper with a baseball bat. I mean, it's not like these kids are going to go to McDonald's and get a job. They're not old enough, right? So he has to pay for it. He's hurting himself out of anger. It's like a snake getting caught in a trap and biting its own tail out of fear. Why would you do that? Extremely short-sighted, but let's continue. Yeah, it's usually a good sign for your children when they're cowering in the corner, protecting their head in fear because you're in the room with a baseball bat destroying their property. Usually a very good sign, and a good telltale sign, honestly, of something else going on behind the scenes, if we're being honest. If you're a parent, your child should never literally ball up in the corner trying to protect its head like it's in a tornado drill at school if you walk in the room and discipline them. That's not how that should happen. And once again, you're destroying these controllers, which, by the way, it's a PlayStation 3. It's extremely outdated, but you're destroying these controllers that, once again, you're going to have to buy. These kids, yeah, what, they're going to clean their room, get good grades, whatever. and that's going to be them quote-unquote earning it back, but you've lost money out of your paycheck. I mean, let's do some simple math here. Those PlayStation controllers, we'll say they're $20 a piece, give or take. That's probably a $200 plus TV. So $250 just because you're quote-unquote teaching your kids a lesson. And in reality, what lesson are you teaching them? Oh, hey, we should be afraid of Dad. If we say something or do something bad, we have to fear Dad. Because he will literally come in our room with a baseball bat and destroy the things that we enjoy. We should be scared of Dad. We should probably also listen to what he says a lot more often instead of rebelling. On top of all of that, when I become a potential father one day and have myself some sons or daughters, whenever they disobey what I say or they don't follow through with what I ask of them, the most acceptable thing I've ever seen is to just go in their room and destroy things that they enjoy and put them in complete fear and shock and panic. That's the lesson that you're risking teaching your children. Sure, they might, I guess, shape up and decide out of pure fear to just do what you say. But the psychology behind it, you're not winning. This is an uphill battle that you're now putting this whole family through. Yeah, but who's going to be giving them and supplying them the money in the first place? I mean, it's... Oh my god. It's clear that the children aren't old enough to go get an actual job, right? You're not going to see these kids out here serving up coffee at Starbucks. Most likely, they'll be mowing the grass, getting $20 here and there for simple household chores. And who's going to be paying them that money? Yeah, okay. You're the one who has to pay for all of that. So, no, they're not going to be paying you. You're going to be paying yourself with an extra couple steps involved to buy everything back. I mean, the logic literally beats itself the moment that you try to apply it to anything. What were you thinking? Well, that is a good life lesson, right? You don't get everything for free in the real world. However, they're children, so they pretty much do get everything for free. Unless this is a household in which you're making your 11-year-old kids pay rent, pay for their own food, pay for their own luxuries, which, I mean, now you're quote-unquote making them pay for their own luxuries, but I have a hard time believing that those children bought all of those Nerf guns on the wall and all of these video games and stuff on their own, so, I mean... Who's buying that for them? Are they not getting it for free? Sure, when they're your age, they're not going to get everything for free. The only lesson they've now been taught is when they're your age, when they're trying to teach their kid a lesson, they just now destroy things that they enjoy and break their things. At this point, that PlayStation is probably monetarily worth less than that TV was. I mean, if you were going to break anything in the room, you should have just broken the PlayStation and controllers. I mean, you shouldn't have done it at all, but... That TV, I mean, it's not big or fancy or anything, but it still probably costs more than that PlayStation 3. Or they're at least comparable in cost. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't even make sense. You're essentially defeating your own purpose here. Yeah, I'll destroy the controllers so you can't play the machine. Yeah, I'll break the television, which probably costs more than the machine. And also now you can't really put the machine to any video output, so it's literally just a processor in a box now. But I'll be taking the PlayStation. I mean, I would say he's just taking it for his own gain so he can go play it, but they don't even have any more controllers because he destroyed those. I mean, if you knew that this was an outcome that could happen from the jump, where you could just take the stuff that they enjoy from them, why didn't you just do that instead of destroying it and then now having to buy all of it again? I mean, when it really comes down to it, like, your kids notice this, like, oh, he destroyed everything but the PlayStation, that was really stupid, he was acting irrational. I mean, come on, man. Look, I get trying to teach your kids an old-fashioned lesson or whatever. I understand that, right? I get to a certain point how, that makes sense. How you need to do that sometimes to shape them up and make them act better. But I think the last thing you want to do is use weapons to destroy the things that they enjoy and show them that. And then on top of that, I hate this whole social media thing that gets involved too. Why do parents think that this is a good thing to show to social media? I mean, forget just the fact that it's happening to the kids, right? And they're possibly just, taking all this in, a negative lesson and whatnot. Now millions of people online are going to see this happening. And they're either going to think that this is a good idea, or they just see this and feel bad for the kids. Like, you don't look like a good parent to us, This is not something that, like, I'm looking at and I'm like, man, this father is admirable. He really came through on this one. Let me give you guys a little bit of an example here, okay? I got really good grades for a long time in school, up until about 6th grade. I had just awesome grades. I was a straight A student most of the time. I was on a principal's list or honor roll or whatever it's called. I was really good. You know how my parents rewarded me for having good grades? How my family rewarded me? Yeah, I got the things that I wanted. You know, I got to play video games pretty much whenever I wanted, as long as schoolwork and stuff was done most of the time. I got, Madden every year when I wanted it, or I got the new Call of Duty every year when I wanted it. But I did start getting bad grades. Did my parents come into my room and take all my things and just start destroying it with a camera set up to film it for the entire internet to see your children in complete disbelief of what's happening? No, that never happened in my household. It wasn't something that ever would have happened. I don't know any of my parents' friends who would have done something like this either. Your kids don't deserve to have this kind of thing filmed for the internet, because then now their classmates at school probably see it, or, somebody sees it and they recognize your kid. Why would you even put that up for debate? Put that up to be a chance. Now, a lot of these are staged, and I'm honestly inclined to believe that this particular one is staged, but the truth behind it still stands. There are parents who think that this is a good idea. They think this is funny. They think this is something that they should put up or even do in their households not on camera, and it's not. If any parents are watching this video, if you take anything from this video, just let me tell you this. When you do things like this, all you do is make your children hate you more and make them more prone to distrust you. They don't begin to respect you. They don't begin to believe that, what you say is law. They just do what you say out of complete fear. And when they become old enough to make their own decisions and think for themselves, which these kids really aren't old enough to do, a lot of the time they want nothing to do with you because you ruined a lot of their outlook on life, and a lot of their behavioral issues end up stemming from how you treated them. So take your kids' things from them to make them act better. Take their phone, take their PlayStation, take their computer, whatever. Why destroy it? It does nothing, it benefits nobody, in fact, it realistically just harms you, and now people on the internet see it and think you're an idiot. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. Thank you to my channel members, your support helps my channel tremendously, and until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, not parenting his kid like this, and signing out.